Hello friends and welcome to this session for GATE and ESC Electrical Engineering. My friend, this session is going to be one of the most awesome session and you are going to really learn something very new and something that will help you in the exam. In the exam for GATE, may it be 2021 or it may be 2022. Now, before we start the lecture, my friend, let me introduce you myself. My name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR 1 in GATE 2014 and GATE 2018. And my friend, I was also awarded the President of India Gold Medal by the President himself in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. Presently, I am working as a director at an academy for GATE department, and that is why constantly I am able to bring new and more initiatives for you. Because an academy is not an institute. An academy is not a coaching. An academy is more of a revolution. An academy is more of a feeling. An academy has everything right that is wrong with every other coaching institute in the country. The name An Academy, my friend, has been comprised of two words, un and academy. That means it has everything that is not there in an academy. So an academy cares about the student in the best way possible. It cares about the student most than or more than any other person can. All the initiatives are centered on the student. That is, they are always working towards the student welfare. And that is why, my friend, you are watching this course on power system. That is why, my friend, you are watching this course on power system free of cost on our YouTube channel. So my friend, if you are visiting this channel for the first time, make sure that you have subscribed, because we have electrical machine, power electronics, power system, communication system, EMT, EDC, network, signal, control, digital, everything is here on this channel, that too free of cost, my friend. But what has An Academy done? An Academy has brought a revolution in the country where they are providing the most affordable education, and that too free of that too at the most affordable price, as well as free of cost on YouTube. So my friend, if you want to be a part of the revolution that An Academy has created by means of the courses that are running on An Academy, where they are bringing you the best ever educators of the country on a single platform. That is, you, my friend, can be able to learn from India's top educator at the cheapest or at the most affordable prices possible. At the most affordable prices possible. Now, my friend, I'm talking to you. You can dare to dream. You can dare to enter a PSU. You can dare to dream about MTech from an IIT. Why? Because An Academy has made it possible. An Academy has done everything that is required to get the best rank in GATE examination. So my friend, if you want to join An Academy, make sure that you use the code Ankit ESE, because the door to An Academy opens with this code, and this directly makes me your mentor, so that I can guide you at each and every step regarding your GATE preparation. And not only this, you will also get 10% discount on your subscription. Now, what does An Academy bring for you? Not only the live classes. The live classes are the best part of An Academy, where you can interact with the educator, ask your doubt, and make sure that you understand each and every concept, and then only exit the class. But other than that, you get dedicated doubt session, where you can post a pic of a question and ask any doubt, any number of doubts. Then you have weekly quizzes. Every Sunday we test how much you have understood. Then there are daily practice paper which we provide you for practice. Then there are practice questions from An Academy. Then there are test series from An Academy. Then there is crash course, where we will boost your rank in the last few months. There is rank improvement batch for the students who have already done well in the GATE examination. Now, my friend, all of this just with one subscription fees, where you don't have to pay anything again and again or anything extra. That is the magic of An Academy. Just join An Academy without thinking too much.
Hi guys, up to now we have seen the basics of power system matrices, where we saw there are two type of matrix. One is your Y bus, that is bus admittance matrix, other is your Z bus. So we started with the study of Y-bus matrix, which is used for the load flow analysis. We saw that the Y-bus matrix consists of diagonal and the off-diagonal elements, where diagonal elements are sum of the admittances connected at each bus. Off-diagonal elements are negative of the admittance connected between the two buses. Y-bus matrix was a symmetric matrix as well as it was a sparse matrix. That means most of the elements of Y-bus were 0. Then we saw the methods of construction of Y-bus. One method that we saw was direct inspection method, where by looking at the network topology, we can directly design Y-bus matrix. But the disadvantage of this method is it does not take into account the mutual inductances that exist between the two transmission line. Then we looked at singular transformation method, which made use of the bus incidence matrix and the primitive admittance matrix, and it also took care of the mutual inductances between the transmission line. And we saw that sum of the elements in a row is equal to the admittance between the bus and the ground. If there is no admittance between the bus and ground, then the sum comes out to be 0. So this is so far whatever we have looked at. In this lecture, what we will see is we will focus our attention on Z-bus and see how to construct Z-bus. Z-bus is called as your bus impedance matrix, and we express the relation something like this. I-bus, where Z-bus is actually Y-bus inverse. Now since Y is A into Y primitive A transpose, this will be this inverse. Okay. Now here the problem is that if you follow this method, then what will happen is whenever you make any change to the power system network, that is whenever you connect any load or whenever you disconnect any generator or a transmission line, then every time you will have to create a new Y-bus by taking the inverse of, first you will have to take the inverse of Z-bus, create Y-bus, and then you will have to make the modification and then again create new Y-bus and then take the inverse to find Z-bus. So it will be a quite a tedious process in which we have to take the inverse twice and then make the modification. So we need a bit of more straightforward process in which we can make the modifications in the Z-bus. Such a process is called as Z-bus building algorithm. Okay. In this process, we choose one reference node. Okay. Based on what we define all the other potentials. Okay. This reference node will have a 0 potential. Such a node is not necessary when we are constructing Y-bus, but while constructing Z-bus, we need a reference node. If no reference node is given, then one of the nodes will be considered as a reference node. Other nodes will be called as principal node. Okay. Now suppose there is a power system that is already existing. Now what kind of changes can you make to that power system? You can make two changes. You can add a new bus or a new transmission line. Now if you are adding a new bus, this bus can be connected to a principal node or a reference node. Similarly, if you are adding a transmission line, it can be between principal node and reference node, or it can be between two principal nodes. Okay. So let us see what is the effect of each and every modification on the existing network or on the existing Z-bus matrix. So first case we will consider adding our bus which is connected to a reference bus. Okay. Adding new bus to reference bus. So here we have a n bus network or a n bus power system, and there is one more reference bus. Now we are adding a pth bus with the impedance Zp in series to the reference bus. Now reference bus has zero potential. So Vp by KVL will be equal to Ip into Zp. Now current due to pth bus is not entering this power system network. If it is not entering this power system network, then the other buses will not feel the effect of addition of a new bus. If they do not feel the effect of addition of a new bus, their voltages will remain as it is. Now for original network, this will be like this. Okay, this will be the original network equation. Now here any bus voltage will be can be written like this. Now this bus voltage is unchanged because the current due to pth bus does not interact with the other buses in the power system. But now in the entire power system one current has increased, that is the bus current Ip. So what I will write is 0 Ip because it does not depend on Ip. Is it fine? Because now that you have added a bus, the order of the system becomes n plus 1. So we have to show a additional current which is Ip. And since Vp is equal to IpZp, it can be written as 0 I1, 0 I2, 0 In plus Zp into Ip. So that is how we can write the equations of all the bus voltage and in terms of bus current. Now if we represent this in terms of a matrix, in the first row it will be Z11, 12, 1n, then it does not depend on P, so 0. 21, 22, 2n, since it does not depend on Ip, 0. Similarly, n1, n2, nn, it does not depend on Ip, 0. Now Vp does not depend on any other current than Ip, so it will be like this. This will have the order n plus 1 cross n plus 1. So it can also be written as Z bus, which is given to me, then a column of 0, then a row of 0, then it is Zp. To remember this, you can understand, you will add a column of zeros, and by symmetry property of Z bus, the rows will also consist of all zeros. This diagonal element will be equal to the new impedance connected to the new bus that is being added. In our next case, we will consider a new bus is being added to the principal node. Okay. Now here we are assuming that we are adding the bus to the already existing bus, which is my kth bus. By KVL, Vp will be equal to Vk plus Ip into Zb. Okay, this will be my Vp. Now, if the current Ip is going from here, current Ik is coming here, the here current will be Ik plus Ip. Now, what other buses in the power system will experience is, they will experience a rise in current coming from the bus K. They will think that the bus K is now supplying an additional current Ip. So, the new current from bus K becomes old current plus Ip. Is it fine? So, what will be the equation of any bus? Zi1, I1, Zik, Ik plus Ip plus Zin, In. Now we separate the Ip term because we have to increase the order of system to n plus 1 cross n plus 1. So we will take this current separately. Like this. Okay, so now we have total of n plus 1 currents. Similarly, if we write Vk, just replace k by I by k, zk1 I1, zkk ik, zkn in plus zkk ip. Based on this equation, I can write Vp. Just substitute the value of Vk. It will be zk1 I1 zkk ik plus zkn in plus zkk plus zb ip. Okay, this will be the voltage of the pth bus. Now we represent these equations in a matrix form. First row will be Z11, Z12, Z1n, and the last was equal to Zik, so it will be Z1k, Z21, Z22, Z2n, Z2k, Zn1, N2, Nn, Nk, and the last row will be Zk1, K2, Kn, here it will be Kk plus Zb. Okay. Now if you see here, this is Z1k, by symmetry it is also equal to Zk1. So whatever is this column is identical to this row, just by the symmetry property of the Z bus. And now the voltage vector will also consist of n plus 1 voltages. The voltage vector will be V1, V2, Vn, then Vp. And current vector will also have n plus 1 current, In, Ip. Okay, like this. And here, to represent it in a shorthand manner, this is the given Z bus. This part is your original Z bus. Then this part is actually your kth column. Okay, this is my kth column. This is transpose of the kth column, like this, where Zk represent kth column of original Z bus. Okay, so this way we can represent in a shorthand manner. Now let us see an example based on these two methods to determine the Z bus of a power system network. Now suppose this is the power system given to me, in which there are 3 nodes and one is a reference node, and there are 3 transmission line. We need to find bus impedance matrix. Now how to draw the bus impedance matrix? We will first take only one node in a power system which is connected to a reference node. If you see the network, there is only one node that is connected to the reference, that is 1. So we will consider initial network as like this. Okay, the impedance is J.5. Now since there is only one node, the order of matrix will be 1 cross 1, and it will be J.5. Now we will add the node number 2. If you see, we are adding the node to the node 1. So we will follow the case number 2. So in the next step, we are adding this node 2 with the impedance J.4. So here ZB is actually J.4, and the bus to which we are adding is 1. So K is equal to 1. So what will be the new matrix? First we will write the old matrix, then kth column. Since there is a single matrix element, the kth column will be this much, and its transpose will also be this. And the last will be kk, that means kk means 1 1. So 1 1 is J.5 plus J.4, which will be J.9. So now we have a 2 bus power system with a bus impedance matrix given to us. Now we are adding a third node which is also connected to the node number 1. And the initial matrix that we will take will be 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.9. Now we have this network already we are adding another node with the impedance j.2. So here k is equal to 1 and zb is equal to j.2. So now if we form the new matrix, we will first write the original matrix. Now we will have to write the kth column. Since k is 1, we will have to write the first column and then take its transpose. And the last will be zkk plus zb. K is 1, so zkk is z11, that is j.5, plus zb is 0.2, j.7. So this is my z-bus matrix. So even whenever we are constructing the z-bus from scratch, we will have to follow the step-by-step procedure in which we will go on adding a new buses to the original power system network. So we will consider the initial network with one bus and then go on adding the new buses. Okay, so remember this method of constructing the z-bus matrix from scratch. Now let us consider the other cases where we add the new transmission line or a new impedance between the buses. So next is case number 3, addition of link. Link means impedance between principal node and reference. Okay. So this is a n-bus power system network. This is my kth bus of the power system. This is reference. So here I am adding a new impedance ZB. Okay. So now what will happen if we add a impedance between the between a existing bus and the reference? How to add this? What we consider is we add a impedance between a new bus and a existing bus. Let me say that new bus is bus number P. So it will result in a higher order system which will have an order of n plus 1 cross n plus 1. Then what we do is we connect the Vp to reference, so we make Vp is equal to 0, hence it becomes the reference. So then we will have to reduce the order again to n cross n. This is done by means of Cron's reduction. So that is how we add an impedance between an existing bus and a reference node. So now if we add a new bus, bus number P, what will be the matrix? Z11, 12, 1n, 21, 22, 2n. Then n1, n2 up to nn. Here k1, k2, kn. Now you might be wondering, earlier I was writing 1k, 2k. Why I am writing k1? Because by symmetry property, both elements z1k and zk1 are same. This will be the new matrix which has a order of n plus 1 cross n plus 1. Now somehow I have to reduce the order of this matrix. So we will equate Vp is equal to 0. Now what is the equation for Vp? Let me rub this one. Actually we write the V bus and I bus as well here. So I1, I2 up to IN, IP. Similarly here V1, V2, Vn up to Vp. Now if we equate Vp is equal to 0, we will get the equation Zk1 I1 Zk2 I2 plus Zkn In plus Zkk plus Zb Ip. Now by this method I can express Ip as a function of I1 up to In. So that means this row becomes a linearly dependent vector because Ip can be expressed as a linear combination of the other currents. So what I am essentially doing is I am reducing the order of the matrix to become equal to its rank. Okay, the rank of this matrix, though the order is n plus 1 cross n plus 1, the rank is n. So what does Cron's reduction do is it actually reduces the order of the matrix, or it reduces or it removes the linearly dependent row from a system. How to do that? So we have to obtain a n cross n matrix from this n plus 1 cross n plus 1 matrix. So Cron's reduction states that the new value of ZAB will be equal to ZAB minus ZAP, ZPB, ZPP. P means row being removed. Now in our case P is equal to n plus 1. So ZAB new, ZAB, ZAN plus 1, Zn plus 1b upon ZPP is Zn plus 1, n plus 1. N plus 1, n plus 1 was ZKK plus ZB. Now this way you have to calculate each and every element of the new Z bus. Now it will be quite a tedious task, so it would be better if I can write it in a simpler manner. So in matrix form it is written as Z bus, which is the original Z bus, minus XX transpose by ZKK plus ZB, where X is equal to kth column. X is a column vector which is equal to the kth column. Kth column is the kth column, or kth bus is the bus in which we are adding a new impedance. Okay, so this way it can be written in a matrix form. So if you write like this, you can easily calculate all the elements. Let me show you this using an example. Now suppose the previous example that we took, that resulted in a matrix like this. Now we are modifying the system by adding a impedance J.3 between bus 3 and reference. So here K becomes equal to 3. Okay. So now what will be the X? X will be the third column. So J.5, 0.5, 0.7. So what will be X transpose? 0.5, 0.5, 0.7. Now what will be XX transpose? J square, 0.25. Then first row into second column, 0.25, 0.35, 0.25, 0.25, 0.35. Then it will be 0.35, 0.35, 0.49. Now if we divide it by ZKK plus ZB, KK will be 33 plus ZB will be 0.3. So it will become J1, 1 by J1. So J will get cancelled out. So we will get this matrix as it is. Now we have to subtract this matrix from the original Z bus. What is the matrix that we will get? 0.5 minus 0.25, 0.25. We will take J common. Then again 0.25. Then again 0.15. Then 0.5 minus 0.25, 0.25. 0.9 minus 0.25, 0.65. 0.5 minus 0.35, 0.15. Then 0.5 minus 0.35, 0.15. 0.15. Then 0.21. So this will be the modified Z-bus matrix by the method of Cron's reduction. Okay. So that is how you can reduce the matrix. If you perform this Cron's reduction in matrix form, it is easier. If you perform in element by element form, then it will be a bit more difficult. Now the last case that comes is if we add an impedance between two existing buses. So let me take kth bus and jth bus, and we are adding an impedance, let us say ZB. Current flowing in this impedance is IB, due to which modified current of kth bus is ik minus ib. Modified current of jth bus is ij plus ib. So now other buses in the power system network will feel that current of the bus K and the bus J has been modified, due to which their voltages will change. So any bus Vi will be Zi1 I1, now Zij into Ij plus Ib, Zik into Ik minus Ib, Zin into In. Now if we separate this current Ib, now why I am separating this current Ib? So that I can increase the order of the system to n plus 1 cross n plus 1 and then use the Cron's reduction to find the new modified Z bus. So it will be Zi1 plus Zi2 plus Zin, that is the original row. Then the coefficient of Ib will be Zij minus Zik. Okay. Now in the similar manner, if we write the equation of voltage of bus K and bus J, just we will replace I by K and J. So Vk will be Zk1 I1 up to Zkn In plus Zkj minus Kk Ib. Similarly, Vj will be Zj1 I1 plus Zjn In plus Zjj minus Jk Ib. Now if you subtract these two equations, Vk minus Vj, what we will get? Vk minus Vj will be Zk1 minus J1 I1 K2 minus J2 I2 Kn minus Jn In plus the last term will be Kj plus Jk minus Kk then minus Jj Ib. Okay, now Kj and Jk will be same, so it will become 2Zjk. So we can write it as 2Zjk minus Zkk minus Jj into Ib. Now from this system I can write as Vk minus Vj is equal to Ib Zb. The right hand side will remain as it is. So let me bring this right hand side onto the left hand side. Why? Because I want to make one side as 0. Why? Because I told you whenever we want to apply Cron's reduction, the left hand side must be 0 so that it becomes, or we can express Ib as a linearly dependent vectors on the currents I1 up to In. So if we bring this entire row on the left hand side, then what will become? Zj1 minus K1 I1 plus J2 minus K2 I2 Jn minus Kn In plus it will become Zkk because it was with the minus sign, Zjj 2Zjk plus Zb into Ib. Now this element Zkk plus Zjj minus 2Zjk plus Zb, it can be written as Zbb. Okay. So now if we want to determine the new Z bus, in matrix form we can write it like this. Z11 1 to 1n. Then it will be j1, that is minus k1. Similarly, z21, 2 up to 2n, j2 minus k2. n1, n2 up to nn, jn minus kn. Similarly here, j1 minus k1, j2 minus k2, then here it will be zbb. Now this matrix has an order of n plus 1 cross n plus 1. So now, to reduce this by cross reduction, we will take this vector as the vector x. So x is nothing but jth column minus kth column. To reduce by cross reduction, we will write as z bus new is equal to z bus old minus x transpose by zbb, where zbb is zjj kk minus 2zjk plus zb. So that is how we determine the modified z-bus matrix. So now let us take an example to illustrate this concept. Now it is saying, in the original power system network that we considered in first example, where we derived the matrix as j 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.7, 9, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.7. Now we add a transmission line of impedance 0.3 pu between bus 2 and bus 3. So here let me take j as 2, k as 3. So what will be the x vector? Second column minus third column. So it will be j 0.5 minus 0.5, 0, 0.9 minus 0.5, 0.4, 0.5 minus 0.7 minus 0.2. What will be x transpose? 0, 0.4 minus 0.2. And now if we determine x into x transpose, it will become j square 0 0.4 minus 0.2, 0 0.4 minus 0.2. First row into first column will be 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 0, 0.16 minus 0.08. Then 0 minus 0.08, 0.04. Now we have to divide it by the element zjj plus kk minus 2zjk plus zb. Zjj is 2, 2 plus 3, 3 minus 2 times 2, 3 plus zb. Now if you refer the original matrix, z22 was j 0.9, 33 was 0.7, 23 was 0.5, and zb is the new element, that is 0.3. So 1.6 minus 1, that is 0.6, plus 0.3 is 0.9, j 0.9. So x transpose by zbb will be j 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. If we divide each of these elements by 0.9, so 0.16 by 0.9 will be how much? That is equal to 16 by 9. Sorry, 1.6 by 9, and 1.6 by 9 will come out to be j 0.177. Then next will be minus j 0.088. Then 0.044. Now we have to subtract this matrix from the original Z-bus matrix. Original matrix was 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.9, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.7. with a j outside. Now if you subtract it, it will become 0.5 minus 0 is 0.5. 0.9 minus 0.177, 0.723, 0.5 minus 0.088, 0.588, 0.5 minus 0.088, 0.588, 0.7 minus 0.044, 0.656. So this will be the modified Z-bus matrix. Okay. So these are the 4 cases that we generally use to construct a Z-bus matrix. So the question that can be asked in examination will not be to construct the entire matrix. Rather, it will be about the modification. If we do some modification in the power system network, then what will be the effect on the Z-bus? Now there is one last case. Suppose if you want to remove a transmission line between the two buses. If you wish to remove a transmission line, then you will have to make the impedance infinite. So suppose we connect two impedances in parallel. What is the resultant? So that means if it is equal to infinite, that means Z1 plus Z2 must be 0, or Z2 is equal to minus Z1. That means we add negative impedance in parallel with the already existing link. Okay. So to remove a link, we add the negative of that line in parallel to the already existing line. Now suppose if we want to remove a transmission line having impedance j.3 between bus 1 and 3. So we will add an impedance of minus 0.3 between bus 1 and 3. So this way we can remove any link between the two buses. Now let me summarize what we covered in this lecture. We first saw what is meant by Z-bus matrix, and we saw it is Y-bus inverse. Then we saw 4 cases: addition of a new bus to a reference bus. There what we did is Z-bus 0 0 and then ZB. Addition of a new bus to an existing bus, Z-bus, then kth column, ZKK plus ZB. Addition of impedance between existing bus and the reference bus, that was Z-bus minus XX transpose by ZKK plus ZB. So it where X was kth column. Then addition of impedance between the two buses, Z-bus minus XX transpose by ZBB. X was jth column minus kth column. ZBB was ZJJ ZKK minus 2ZJK plus ZB. In the next lecture, we will see how to analyze the faults using the Z-bus matrix. As I earlier told you, Z-bus is used for the fault.
So my friend, if you want to join Unacademy, if you liked the lecture, if you like the content that you have just watched, and you have decided that Unacademy is the right place for you, and you want to learn with me, you want to learn from me, then don't hesitate, because that is where we are conducting free classes every day that will boost your GATE rank. So if you decide to take subscription, click on GATE and ESE, click on get subscription. After this, you can choose the plan that you want to opt for. The final year and dropper can take 1 year plan, second and the third year can take 2 year plan. But don't forget to use the code Ankit ESE. This will give you 10% off, as well as it will bring you under my guidance. And as you can see, the prices are really affordable, my friend. It is much less than any other institute can offer you, and that is why I keep repeating, Unacademy is not an academy. It is a revolution. It is a feeling. You can make the payment by credit, debit card, EMI, net banking. Also, EMI is available on debit card, but for HDFC debit card and Bajaj Finserv debit card. So if you are from a weak financial background, you can pay the amount in installments, but only use the code Ankit ESE. And my friend, these are some videos where I have told how to study, how to get the best rank in GATE, and these videos will really help you in cracking GATE. So make sure that you watch each and every one of them. And my friend, these are our other channels, like for mechanical we have, for civil also we have, for computer science we have for SSC, JEE, all branches, electrical, mechanical, civil. And on this channel we have the previous year question video solution, that too free of cost. And many more channels will be coming very, very soon for you guys. So be a part of our YouTube family and you can take the benefit of all the free content that we are bringing.